going to talk about air layering a soursop tree. Air layering a soursop tree. And I'm going to demonstrate what that's going to look like after it's done. And I'm going to cut the branch that has the air layer, and then I'm going to plant it to show you how to do it. Now, keep in mind, this is not how to actually do the air layer. This is the done air layer, okay, with the roots and everything. Now, to refer to how you air layer a tree, there's another video right here my finger's pointing to that you can watch, and that's on a lychee tree, and I have a couple of other ones on coffee trees. I have several of them, but if you watch the one on the lychee tree, that's a great demonstration that'll basically give you the instructions so you can do the same to just about any fruit tree, pretty much. All right, so I wanted to show you the one that's in the container. This is not the one that's air layered. This is one of the ones that I have in another container that I did the air layer to, but this is the one that's already been grafted a long time ago. This tree's about 6 foot tall, and it's in that pot. That's about a 15-gallon container. Let me just slowly pan up so you can see the tree and the fruit. So there you go. I think you can see the fruit, and I'll come in for a close-up. Okay, so right here in the frame you can see a young soursop fruit from the tree, from the Miami soursop tree. And this tree, it's about 6 foot tall. It's actually a little shorter because it's in a container. And it is, like I said, a grafted Miami soursop. And it has a nice little fruit. It pretty much self-pollinates. I mean, you can always pollinate them if you'd like to, but they're pretty good with the self-pollination, which is amazing. And they do produce a lot of fruit, and it's a medium-sized, pretty tasty fruit. So we're going to move over now, and I'm going to show you the one that's in the container, the other container, and I'll demonstrate how to, once it's air layered and ready, you can cut it and you can step it up and put it in the container. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove this aluminum foil. And remember, this is not the video on how to actually do the air layer. This is the video of the results of the air layer. To watch a video on how to air layer, refer to the video up here on lychee tree air layer. So we're going to remove this. This is kind of, I'll give you guys a close-up. It's still a little bit moist, but it's actually a bit on the dry side at this point. It really should have been probably removed about 2 weeks ago. It's a little bit over 3 months, and I got really busy. And sometimes if you're not paying attention and you leave these things on there, it could get to the point where they begin to dry out, but I think it's fine. I can still see some moisture in there, and it's got quite a bit of roots. I'll take a photograph of this, and then we'll go ahead and cut it. Now remember, you need a really good pair. This is a pair of Corona cutters, and these are already been cleaned and disinfected. Always clean and disinfect before you go ahead and you start pruning your trees. All right, so this is my my air layered branch, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a stump, about 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inch stump at the bottom. That way I can put that in the pot, and it helps to kind of support it a little bit when you put it in the container. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Remember, I already disinfected this tool with alcohol. And there we go. So we have now, and by the way, flower, and there's a little flower hiding in the back. So flower, and actually another one over here. So this is a hyper flowering plant. This soursop produces a lot of flowers, and consequently it does it quite often throughout the year. And of course, you know, soursop doesn't like the cold, but this little baby here, this Miami soursop, is a real winner. And I just wanted to show you that you can actually air layer a soursop tree. This took about 3 months. And what I'll do now is I'll just remove the cellophane here, or the saran wrap, and then I'm going to put it in a container, let it sit there. That's going to be one little baby soursop tree with flowers. And we'll put it in here. We've got some water. This way, we'll let it sit there for a couple of hours like this to rehydrate those roots. And probably after I plant this in the container, we will have a nice young, small, productive soursop tree with an air layered root system. Now let me say something about that. with an air layered root system. A lot of people don't like the idea of air layering because yes, you're not going to have as strong a root system as you would with a seedling that you would graft onto. 100% right, I get it. The whole purpose of this was to increase the stock of Miami Soursops that I have. I'm going to be growing these in containers pretty much, especially the ones that are air layered like this, because yes, they'll have a weaker root system. And with that said, I can get these guys when I have fruit, get the seeds, and then plant the seeds and obviously graft and have a much stronger, healthier root system overall. But like I said, right now, this is all being grown and put in pots as air layers because it gives me quick production and I have much more wood for scions. Scions, if you don't know what that is wood from the tree that's already mature that then we can graft. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up. Check us out. We'll be here. Have a good one.